onto it.
Don't burn yourself.
There are people out here though. I'm gonna aim it right.
Yep.
I want to put it in the trailer. It's kind of tight center, but at nighttime it gets looser.
Practice day here on a Friday afternoon before a race day on Saturday. We are doing pretty well currently. Earlier this week we changed out the master cylinder, had to bleed out the brakes, and then we're kind of trying to fix the brakes before we really work on anything else. It looks like the brakes are doing pretty good right now. We just hit a 15.9 in time, and that is highly competitive for Anderson, so today is a good day. Also, if you haven't noticed, I think Jacob's feeling pretty inspired. He has his Dale Earnhardt mustache on this weekend. Good thing, because I think we'll be racing with like 20 cars tomorrow.
Put these on the rear. All right, so we were P1 in practice earlier today with a 1591. and then I put on new tires and made some adjustments. I thought I was a little too tight in practice, and you know how the saying goes, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I should not have made those adjustments. I was way too loose in qualifying. I actually slew down with the new tires in qualifying, so kind of screwed myself. And, I think we're starting 7th out of 18 cars, so like right in the middle, right in the hornet's nest. Should be an exciting race.
race?
We started 6th, fired off okay, and then by like lap 30 it went green. We were quickest on track. We were really good long run. And then every yellow that came out, the car just got looser and looser. I think we just gained too much rear stagger and just kept falling back. Got in a few little scuffles. And then 10 laps to go, we swapped the right side tires to get the stagger back where it should have been in the rear. And then we charged forward really quick at the end of the race and probably had enough to finish second there at the end of the race, just ran out of time.
I did my first pit stop today. I burned my fingers.
We need gloves.
We need gloves. I think one of the things that we can work on moving forward is some better starts. Would you say so?
Yeah, well, I think my air pressures are starting too low, which hurts you on the start, but in a 75 lap race, it should pay off past lap 20, 25. And I think that showed it was. It's just something's happening with the tire temps under yellow that's just gaining a bunch of heat in my right rear and not the left rear. And that split is what's causing me to get loose.
It was fun. We had a good time today.
I got hot.
You didn't have fun?
I got real hot. That was a stressful race. Wouldn't necessarily call it fun. I'd rather these races go 75 laps green, no cautions. That's where I excel. That's the racing I like. Just go green, long runs. It leaves some strategy to the driver, and it's not as much beating and banging. Like, that got rough. We got pretty lucky to escape with just like a hood pin broke. It could have been a lot worse.
We had a little bit of a dispute with one of the cars.
Yeah, just a little one. I just revved my motor at him. No. The same guy hit everybody. Like, I talked to a bunch of other drivers up there in the payout window, and everybody's complaining about the same guy. And so, of course, I got into a little scuffle with him, but it was all good. Short track racing. So just a little bit of cosmetic damage here. The hood's pretty tore up, but overall the car is in one piece, which is a good thing because our next race is next weekend. We have a quick turnaround here. Hopefully I get this video out before the next race, but we'll see. We'll see how much time I got. Thank you guys for watching.